top scorer for the side now overall. Agarie at centre-back, number 33. And as you can see, plenty of movement on and off the ball for Japan. Really trying to create a bit of chaos around there as we see the attacking foul. Really try to move the ball around a lot, move the players around a lot, and try and create some gaps in between this Spanish defense. Entrerios, his first real chance to get things going in attack. They've opted for Gideon Guardiola in on the line. And then Daniel Dushabayev, number 59 at left back, as we see Julian Aguinagalde come in on the line instead for Guardiola, the Kielce line player. Entrerios hits one off the post and goes out over the sideline for a Japan ball. An interesting starting lineup for Spain, with Eduardo Gamindo getting the nod at right back as well. As Dushabayev, we were expecting one Dushabayev to be starting in the backcourt. That would be Alex Dushabayev, the right back and all-star right back at the European Championship last year. But it's his younger brother and clubmate at Kielce, Daniel, who gets the nod at left back. Japan coming through, and that'll be nothing. It would have been an attacking foul, I think, but the referees let play go on. Dushabayev plays it off to Entrerios in the left, space on the line, and save. Nice stop. Still no goal for Spain. That's a nice save by Akihito Kai. Ball out to the right-hand side. Chance on the right wing, and it's 2-0 to Japan. How about that for a start? Nice movement in the second wave counter-attack by Japan, creating the space beautifully. And it's Hiroki Motoki with his first of the game. He's the only out-and-out right-wing player in the team. And it all came from that save by Kai. Dushabayev cuts out to the right-hand side. He decides to go for a shot in his own. And Spain just trying to force things a bit here. They'll be underestimating their opponents just a wee bit. Watanabe plays it back inside. And Japan slow things down to allow the attacking specialist to come back on. So a very bright start here for Japan and for their coach Dagur Sigurdsson. Agarie in the middle, putting his team into motion with the empty switch. Movement on the line as well. The ball goes out to the right and it's wide open. Nice stop by Corrales. And now Spain come away with it with Veron Morris. He plays it off to Gurbindo. He tries to spin, but that's an attacking foul. Good defending. Agarie now, he goes basketball style on his own. Lays it off to Watanabe. Nice ball across to the left. Long range shot. A bit rushed though. And Spain, after the foul, come away with it. End-to-end stuff here. And still, almost 5 minutes of handball played here in Munich, and no goal for the Spaniards. And if you consider the fact they've scored 65 in their opening two games, this is a bit of a dry run for them to begin with. And good defending as well by Japan so far, stepping out well, forcing Spain to think about their ball movement as well, trying to go 1 against 1, trying to find the ball at the right time, but they're going to have to pick up the pace just a little bit here, because at this pace they will not be outmaneuvering the Japanese defense. Entrerios cuts back inside. He plays the ball into Aguinagalde, who has 3 men on top of him, and it looks like that was a bit too overdone in defense. And that'll be our first 2-minute suspension of the day. The inside defending as well by Watanabe, but I think it's that right hand to the face by the number 18, Kohei Narita, which has earned the 2-minute suspension. But in fact, Kasahara, who gets it in the end, he seemed to be doing the least damage of the 3 of them. But anyway, nice save by Kai. And Jordi Rivera looks fed up already as he tells Johan Caneas to get ready. But it was Gurbindo with that shot, which is just going nowhere. straight at the keeper. He comes off as Japan plays 6-on-6 in attack here. Brilliant start to the game for Japan. Watanabe into the center. Switch off the ball. Watanabe lays it off beautifully, dropped over the head of the keeper, but he was fouled on the way through. Nice movement in the backcourt there, created it. And then a beautifully weighted pass there by Watanabe. You'll see it here. And in came Yuto Agari. He earns his team a penalty. And on comes Shinosuke Tokuda. The other right back, man who plays in Hungary. He steps up, he fakes it once and just about gets it in past Gonzalo Perez de Vargas. And a big smile on Dagger Sigurdsson's face. He's delighted, and there is a timeout buzzer called by Spain. We weren't expecting that for the opening few minutes. We knew they'd give them a game, but Spain are in for a battle here.
Saquemos rápidos a defender contactos y cerramos los espacios entre 1 y 2 y choque. Y por favor, hay que atacar a portería y meter gol, joder. No puede ser tan difícil. Amplitud, circulación del extremo, situaciones de 2 contra 2 ahí con el pivote. Estamos en superioridad numérica. Abrimos por el otro lado para finalizar en el otro lado. ¿De acuerdo? Cañes, sales tú.
As we see that save by Kai, and we've seen a few of them so far. There's another one. He's had a fantastic start to the game. Some nice saves. And Japan doing the business in attack as well. Their attack has been pretty decent so far. 29 and 27 goals scored against the Macedonians and the Croatians. As we see a steal here, defense was the problem. But so far, defense is the solution for Japan. But they can't quite get that transition attack to work, but they can take their time. They're in 7th heaven at the moment. 3 goals up, 7 minutes played, and they've killed this 2-minute suspension. It only has 15 seconds left on it. Excellently, no goals conceded. Watanabe. Switch in the backcourt and goes straight through. The bounce shot just goes wide to the left and no foul called. There's Tatsuki Yoshino who went through on that occasion. As Entrerios tries to go in alone, but it's saved again, and just a sideline ball. Another save by Kai. No foul either. Entrerios had broken through fairly. Good defending by Watanabe for as much as he could do in that situation. He let the man go by. Now Caneas in at left back. He's in the center now. He goes up, lays it off to Eduardo Garbindo. Entrerios trying to find some space, but every time they step out, well, eventually he gets through, but every time they step out through the middle there, there's a Japanese player right on top of them. And finally, Spain pick up a goal. And it's Raul Entrerios, who's been the top scorer from the backcourt so far in this championship for Spain. That's his 7th of the tournament. Agari for Watanabe. Line switch for Japan. Cuts back across. Watanabe. He tries to find a way through. He does find a way through. Spin is no good though. Saved. And a fast break opportunity for Spain. And it's saved again! Akihito Kai with another big stop. He is reading these shots beautifully. And you'd put your money on Aitor Aurino from that situation. But an excellent stop. Went up and stayed up and just flicked his right leg up on the way down. 4th save out of 5 shots. Akihito Kai. How about that for a start? As Watanabe, he goes, and it's saved by Corrales. Not the smartest shot there. He went for power, but Corrales had already committed himself, could have dropped the ball pretty much anywhere else. So Japan almost steal it. So Japan and their shooting beginning to be found out a bit by Corrales. But defense and their own goalkeeping working very, very well. We're just 10 seconds away from the 10-minute mark. And the score, believe it or not, is 3-1 to Japan. Entrerios lays it off for Gabindo. Entrerios again. Gabindo. Canellas. He goes 1 against 1. He's dragged out of it, but he still gets a shot off. And that's much better from the Spaniards. Simple windmill. Straight down the center of the defender. Right over the top. Simple stuff. And sometimes that's what you need, as we see that save from Corrales. A great chance for Watanabe goes a waste. And Watanabe comes off, and it is Shinosuke Tokuda, who scored that penalty a few minutes ago, who comes in at right back for Japan. Let's see what he's made of. He breaks through as well. He saves, or shoots and saved again, Corrales. So they're making the breakthrough, but rushing the shots there. And Corrales just standing his ground, as that is another save by Kai. This time bounces out to a Spanish player. Canellas tries to go over the top, but this time he's held up in a jiu-jitsu hold there for a second. A bit over the top by Tamakawa. Wing comes around into the second line. Canellas has some space to work with. He tries to find a Ginigalde. He does find it, but being dragged out of it before he could even get his hands on the ball. And a Ginigalde gets us going again. Canellas in the center, basketball style, lays it off for Gabindo. Space there for Entrerios. He tries to find a way through. Shot off, saved. Rebound comes out. The referees call a halt to proceedings before that. And another good stop by Kai. The whistle was blown for that shove on Entrerios as he took the shot, and it's another 2-minute suspension for Japan. This time it is Narita. And if you remember, for the last 2-minute suspension, I was blaming him for it. He didn't get the 2-minute suspension. This time he does. What goes around comes around. Entrerios goes alone. He'll earn it. No, an attacking foul. Thought it was going to be a penalty for inside defending. Referees thought otherwise. Attacking foul called against Entrerios, who is not having the easiest of days so far. Finding it a bit tricky against this Japanese defense. Tokuda. Higariya. Looking for movement from his wingers. They come around, but no help at the moment. And this time, Doi goes in as a second line. Still waiting in there. This time he goes out. Look at that movement in the backcourt from Japan. It is relentless, but the passing not quite up to it there. Remy Henri Doi was waiting for it in the left wing. Didn't come out to him. Tokuda now, the hand is up for passive play. What can Japan do here from long range? Shot comes in, it's blocked. Not much was the answer. That's the trouble for them. Once the hand goes up for passive play, coming up with a solution. Almost steal the ball there. Eventually goes out to the right wing, and that's put in off the underside of the crossbar. And finally, ball goes out to Alex Gomez in the right wing. He gets his first goal of the game. And nicely dropped over the head of the keeper there. So first of the day for the Barcelona right wing. Chosen ahead of his Barcelona teammate and captain Victor Tomas, who's been out of the Spanish squads for a while now, but every time it happens at a major championship, it's a bit of a shock for people because he still plays at a pretty good level, Victor Tomas. It's such a inspirational figure in Spanish and Barcelona handball. The Japanese 2-minute suspension is over. And they've got a full complement. The ball goes out to the left wing. Not quite good enough, but they keep going. Keep testing in every single movement, in every single attack. And there's the 4th goal of the game. And it's Motoki with his 2nd. And it was just such good build-up play. Right from the left wing, every single time. Testing and teasing and prodding. The Spanish defenders drawing them in. And eventually, the ball made its way out to Hiroki Motoki. We're almost a quarter of the way through this game now. 4-3 to the Japanese. Kaneas plays it to nobody. Roundfarius picks it up. Oh, and that's a nice handball. Coming in of absolutely nowhere is Gerbindo. Ball dropped into him by Entrerios. And he puts it away, and we're all square as we hit the 15-minute mark in this final game of the day in Group B of the IHF Men's World Championship.